Hello and welcome to DK Vine Done Slow. I'm Hyle Russell from And on this episode, I am going to be playing Bubblegloop Swamp. It's enough of Tootie. So I've been off the last couple of weeks. I haven't been able to stream any of Banjo-Kazooie. That's where we're at, or I'm at. 34 jiggies, 300 notes. Cleared out Clanker's Cavern last time. So, hey, that's cool. Let's load the slot. And let me just verify. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Hello to Malik in the live stream, our friend the Cartoon Gamer. So, Bubblegloop Swamp, A. Oh, Gruntilda's saying it's the hardest yet, and I will fail on that. She will bet. I will probably fail a little bit, and if Clanker's Cavern proved to be a source of mild anxiety, Bubblegloop Swamp probably will be too, because this is also a world I just have not retained that much in my memory banks. Freezy Peak, I feel like I've got a good handle on, simply because the stop and swap connection, the ice key, it looms large and has loomed large in my mind for nearly 25 years. Bubblegloop Swamp really hasn't, so this should be interesting. Go down the weird stumpy hole. Ah! Camera will not cooperate. There we go. And there's Bubblegloop Swamp. Or rather, the entrance to Bubblegloop Swamp. Just love the exterior here. You've got the... obviously, it's a big, untextured nothing up there, but you still got the water droplets coming down. It's a nice little effect. It makes you feel as though there's something up there and that our eyes just can't perceive it. Always making the most out of limited resources. Alright, so here we go. Bubblegloop Swamp. Keep your eyes open for your new move, Beak Face. Is the move called Beak Face? Bottles? So there we've got a Flibbit. And Flibbits, of course, very, very visually similar to Winky the Frog, the Kong's beloved animal buddy. And it even winks. Look at the winks. It even winks similar to Winky. So I mean, it's not surprising considering the pedigree of the team involved with Banjo-Kazooie, most of whom worked on the first two Donkey Kong Country games. So yeah, you're going to have some callbacks, as we'll later see in Gobi's Valley with the snake Tiptup. But yeah, I love the Flibbits just because I love Winky. I love tree frogs. I also appreciate that they don't break open into a million pieces like the Treasure Trove Cove baddies. And this is really simple here. Hello. These are the wading boots. Chicken Legs wears them so you can safely wade through dangerous areas, like the swamp, for a limited time. Okay, Kazooie, let's go grab a pair. Now I know all the swamp's new moves. All of them. So many of them. I am curious about the wading shoes, wading boots, because they don't last very long. With the running shoes, the turbo trainers, whatever, you can at least come up with the explanation that you're running so fast that you're just wearing out the soles and your shoes are exploding afterwards. One time I wore out my shoes so bad that I went on a roller coaster and the G-forces literally caused the soles to just blow right off, and so I had to hobble around on a pair of half shoes for the rest of the day. So, but the wading boots, they look like they're made of sturdy stock here. They look like they're rubber, right? Rubber? I don't know what vulcanized rubber is, but we're gonna say vulcanized rubber. You know, Leonard Nimoy's favorite type of rubber. And I just don't understand why they would wear out so quickly. And also, why did bottles need to tell you how to wear them when it should be a simple fact? I mean, did Kazooie never know how to put on shoes before this? She should know now. She has the information. She doesn't need to wait for bottles for the running shoes. She could just slip those on now, but apparently she can't. Apparently she has to specifically be told how to wear each type of shoe variety out there. I don't understand. I don't get it. Let's try to get an inside view here. Cool. All right, let's go over here. I could talk about the wading boots all day. And what is this? No explanation provided. Can I jump on it? Yeah, I can. Can I ride it around like a pony? Ooh, okay. I wanna ride you like a pony. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's fun. Okay, now I slipped right off. I wonder. I'm gonna actually do stuff today, but that's fun, right? I love the squeaking of the metal. It's like, I'm pretty sure everything in this game like came from a stock sound library. I know Konga did, at least. His grunts are the same ones used by the Nintendo teams for Donkey Kong during this era, but like this would be before they built the Foley studio in that you know, Manor Park when Rare relocated at the turn of the century. So I would imagine all the sound effects, most of the sound effects, some of them were created organically, I'm sure, but that one probably came from a sound library. All right. Anyway. Oh. Nope, wrong way. Yummy. Croctus like that. What is Croctus? Me want yummy egg too. There are several different Croctuses, by the way. But what are they? They seem to be metallic creatures, but they like to eat, right? So I'm not really sure what they're supposed to be. Don't need feathers here, but gives us a little vantage point of the swamp. Chris that says, what is Croctus? Croctus is hungry. Yeah, but what are they? Who is responsible for the Croctus? They seem to be maybe enchanted golden statues. And I know magic, whatever. I mean, the answer is usually a wizard did it when it comes to stuff like this, but like I can headcanon away a lot based on like, oh, Gruntilda did that. That's Gruntilda's creation. But the Croctus, I've never really thought about that hard until this very moment. And that's what happens when you get in the water here. The piranhas get you. As far as swamp levels go, I love, in theory, a swamp level, right? The problem is, in execution, swamp levels tend to be a little dreary. And we have you know, Krem Key in Donkey Kong Country 2. and Creme Cauldron in Donkey Kong Land 2, am I right? And I think that is fine. I think the swamp levels are some of my least favorite in DKC 2, but some of my least favorite. It's still my favorite game, right? So, alright. So, wish there was a timer on here. You just have to go by the music. Oh, and there's the Flibbit. Flibbit didn't like that. Anyway, I think the pratfall, the bog water one can fall into when making a swamp level is it's just so dreary and depressing and monotonous. In a 2D platformer, you can kind of get away with that. A 3D platformer, there's no gussing it up. I do think they do an admirable job of making Bubblegloop interesting. You see, you have the different layers and levels, and there's a lot of interior places to go in. In Ukulele, Moody Maze Marsh is my least favorite world, absolutely, at this point. I don't know, I just don't care for it, so... Bubblegloop is small enough. It's small enough and contained enough that... I say this knowing full well that I might wind up hating this absolutely by the end of my excursion today. Come on, Flibbit. A little taste of what it would look like, perhaps, if Winky got into a 3D Donkey Kong game. During this era, of course. Like if Winky had been put into Donkey Kong 64. They did go out of their way to make sure the Flibbits weren't the same color as Winky, because we wouldn't want any confusion there. And there we have a big ol' egg. And who laid this egg? Oh my god. Oh my god, come on. For some reason, the shock spring pad is my, yeah. I forget how to do it. I always forget how to do it. Alright. But no, what creature laid this egg? Because this is almost dinosaur levels. This is gargantuan. Is this a real organic egg? Or was it created as like a prop? Is this Fabergé? And it's like there's eggs within eggs, so I'm gonna lean on the idea that it's not a real egg, right? That it's just devised to hide this. Probably don't even need a shock spring pad. Nope. Fabergé egg. In a Russian nesting doll posing as a Fabergé egg. I mean, my only thinking is that if it were a real egg, it would be some sort of species of egg creatures. They lay eggs that in turn have eggs inside because their children are eggs. But that's nonsense, and I'm not going to support that headcanon. No, thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, the wading boots are probably the least glamorous of the power-ups in this game. I'm chickening out. Yeah, I could have maybe got that. I should have waited for the lily pad. Oh well. No, because they're plotting, right? And it's just this artificial construct. Well, you can't walk in that water, so you need this shoe to get around it. And I can see why people wouldn't like that, because it's just an artificial kind of gatekeeping. Whereas at least the running shoes, you actually just physically go faster. Oh, I'm gonna die if I don't get some honey in my system. This is taking a lot out of me, just absentmindedly falling into the pond water. Bog water. And of course, if I die, then my notes will reset, because this is the N64 original, which I prefer. I prefer that system, but it can be sort of daunting when, well, you run into situations like this where you absentmindedly fall into the piranha-filled waters. Hello to Gibbon in the live stream. Gibbon asks, how in the world do you forget how to use pads? I could make a crass joke. I'm not going to, because I'm a sophisticated gentleman who doesn't engage in such schoolyard childishness. Yeah, there's gonna be a timer though. Yeah, A. And C. C. It's been years since I've run this. I should probably just get my bearings up here before I attempt to actually... I mean, I could probably get it. Fuck it, I'm going for it. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. I forgot it gets so narrow here. Oh! Got it. Now I can take my time getting all the whittled treasures. It's actually not as bad as it looks, but it's designed to just kind of psych you out. It's a stressor of a jiggy. But you don't even have to go that far, really, so. All those eggs over there in that it's weird to see a Mumbo token just so out in the open. Because recently, in recent worlds, they've been pretty hidden. But I guess since this world does have a Mumbo transformation again, hey, it's Tiptup! All right! Well, that's a terrible shot of him. And that's me falling into the piranha water again. Oh no! He's after our gold, but he'll never beat us all. It's the yellow flibbit gang. Yeah. I'm out of gold feathers. We'll do this later. I didn't mean to land into the yellow flibbit den. He's back. That honestly wasn't my intent. Yeah, I need honeycombs. Ah, I'm panicking. Okay, stay calm. Stop pressing buttons. Fucking yellow flibbits. All right. Well, there's Tiptup. I hate how this is just in the middle here. It's like, I don't want any of this. You understand me? I don't want your flibbit nonsense right now. Oh yeah, this bit. I remember this bit. Begs the question. No, it bogs the question. Who lives in these little houses? And there's a buzz bomb. And why do their houses contain nothing? No furnishings at all except pads. And There's the witch switch of the world. I mean, it's similar to Mumbo's Mountain, right? Those little huts that Banjo and Kazooie so callously destroy. And there's that crumples. And there's a Jiggy already down in there, as I absentmindedly tried to get before. It's also weird they just put the witch switch in the middle of another mission, quest, whatever. So the Mumbo token that way, but over here. Yeah, so I'll get the Mumbo token second. The Jiggy. Gibbon's also yelling at me because I didn't just take out the Flibbits by attacking them. Yeah, well, I was running low on health, and I don't want to lose my note count. Oh, wah, wah. Got it. All right. I should get some honeycombs. Oh, that doesn't help. Nope, 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 nope. So here is the biggest debate of the world. Oh, right over here. This is this character actually a character, or is it a house? Is it some sort of structure that's just designed to look like a giant alligator or crocodile? Nobody knows. Nobody's got an answer for this. We've had many debates. Many debates over the years. In fact, DK Vine does list it as a character. I think because Tiptup is a character that houses another character. Tiptup is a turtle that houses other turtles, and this is an alligator or crocodile that houses a crocodile. We've just conflated the two and we said, yes, this is an actual character, an actual unnamed giant alligator. And in fact, I believe it was Nintendo Power that gave him the name Giant Alligator. And so it's one of those really weak Mario Wiki type descriptions when no other name is available, but something that could be construed as an official source says, hey, this is just blankety blank, and so Mario Wiki runs with it because it's the closest thing to an official source. DK Vine doesn't usually do that. I think the only two instances in which we have done it is Giant Clam in Donkey Kong Land and Giant Alligator in Banjo-Kazooie. So, there you go. Doesn't look like a real character from behind, that's for sure. So I always have to, verify a character's canonicity by checking out their ass. It's the DKU standard. Alright, that helps. Oh, look, they're kind of happy again. That Buzz Bomb's going to attack. Come on over. Give me that honey. Oh no. So yeah, apparently I'm running the maze now. Don't really have a plan. I'm just kind of... Alright, you gotta give me more shoes, game. Alright. Yeah, I remember not liking this bit when I was a kid. This was stressful. Oh man, there's a... Let's just get it. Now go all the way to Mumbo. Hey, that's not fair. I couldn't move. Whatever. Hey, gold feather. Ah, got the Mumbo token. I knew there was something back there. I just couldn't remember what. I figured it was a Mumbo token, though. Alright, let's go see Mumbo. And he's sleeping. The bastard. Lazy bastard. You've had the last two worlds off, Mumbo. Aw, that was weak. And now I can't do this. Ah! Okay. What am I doing wrong? I'm just not lining up right. This is the rest of the stream right here. Got it. Alright, yeah, I had to jump off that one. Well, I'm sure there's a way. Whenever I say you have to do it like something, somebody always has to chime in and correct me. Actually, I did it like this, and I did it blindfolded. And I've never even played Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, okay, you're exceptional, and I bow to you. Should just really delete my entire online presence because you make me so obsolete. I lost 10 Mumbo tokens right there. But I see another Mumbo token. Hold on, let's see. Wait, Mumbo need new boots. Only kidding. Ha 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 ha. Also, like, if you're gonna charge that much for Mumbo tokens, like, charge that many Mumbo tokens for your little transformations, maybe don't leave your spare Mumbo tokens just lying out where I can just steal them back from you. 'Cause this really only cost me 9 Mumbo tokens. So this is Alligator Banjo. Closest we've come, well, the closest we came in 1998 to playing as a claptrap. I suppose Beaver Bother would rectify that. Chris is pointing out, look, Mumbo has no boots. He's not kidding. Yeah, but does he really want to wear boots? I feel like if this game were made in the last decade, he would have made a Crocs joke. So now, I can wade in all the water I want, and it's not a problem. It's not a hassle. I'll have to come back to this maze later on. Because there's that thing. That. Ooh. So when you're this little bitty tiny, you can walk on the really hard to navigate things with less fear of falling off. Not that this really has much purpose, I guess, as Crocodile Banjo. Or Alligator Banjo. I'm sorry. I'm used to talking about crocodiles, you understand. Alligators are virtually not presence in my life, which is weird because they're the ones native to the Americas, to the United States. Is this effectively waterboarding Kazooie since she's just hanging out in the backpack? Love that sound effect though. One of those satisfying, crunchy sound effects. You really just can't get enough of. And see, now I oh, I could have just gone that way. I forgot. Look. Don't give me your little comments. Yeah, I forgot. Like I said, I was open that I was going to forget most of this because this has just not been retained in my memory. I have a lot I have to think about. The DKU is, you know, continued to expand in the years since Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie was it. Sure. I would have remembered that little bit right there. Use this opportunity to get as many notes in the waters and anything else hiding in the waters. Don't worry about the damn wading boots. I'd also go talk to Cheeto. But I don't want to leave the world, obviously, until I have 100 notes. Don't need feathers. I mean, I will after I talk to Cheeto. I wonder how this feels for the giant alligator. You know, assuming the giant alligator is an actual character. Does this feel pleasant to have this creature biting your eyeball? Not reacting one way or another. That doesn't mean he's not living, though. There could be giant alligators who are just not ticklish, even when somebody tries to make a tasty meal out of their eyeball. I don't even know if the flibbits would appear. Gibbon asked, so is Cheeto the one book, or are they just related? And then Coco Roganso says, I'm gonna say they're related. I don't know. You're presumably both humans, and I don't think you're related. Think about it. Alright. Where do I go? Oh, I'll go Tiptup. I'm not gonna go inside Tiptup yet. No, but go head over into water behind Tiptup. Yes, there is a Jinjo there. Gonna leave those little notes on Tiptup for now. How do you know it's me? I could be. Yeah, I'm an alligator. I'm a little alligator now. They just. They're good. They can sniff it out. So many characters are tricked by that. Like Waza, the racist. Perfectly fine if you come into his place as a walrus. I do wonder what civilization is supposed to live in Bubblegloop Swamp, because we see remnants, not even remnants, just like signs of civilization here. Their little huts and their structures. But I can't conceive what type of creature they would even be, unless they're just human, but that's boring. Because usually when you see something like this in, say, a Donkey Kong game, you know, well, they're probably Kongs. Depending on the location, maybe they're Kremlins or bears. But here, I don't know. Yeah! Yeah! I don't think I've ever done this as Alligator Banjo. This is awesome. I've had it with these damn flibbits, let me tell you. I've only ever done that with the gold feathers because it just seemed easy. But damn, that was satisfying, I have to say. It's my new favorite way to take out the flibbits. And now I have to remember that honeycomb is just laying about there. Okay. So here's the thing about Mr. Vile. I don't know if I'm gonna do Mr. Vile. I'll try it. I'll try Mr. Vile. All right. I don't want to make things too complicated or hard on myself. I could just get the running shoes later on, come back, and do the Mr. Vile thing. But you know, might as well try it. Okay. Note that buzz bombs are harder to take out as the alligator banjo. Come on, come on, come here! What the hell, dude? So I guess I'll have to check out those cattails at some point. Ah, there's so much to do here. It's exhausting. So I have 18 more notes, 6 more jiggies, another honeycomb piece. Alright. It's exhausting. Bubblegloop Swamp. Alright, I'm gonna go sneak in. Is that sneaking in his nostril? Yeah, let's get a good look at him before we go inside this creature. I think it's a creature. I'm fine calling him Giant Alligator because it's one of those shit ass names. I don't like when Mario Wiki does it when there's a better interpretation. Like, I'm fine that Mario Wiki doesn't go with, like, fanon names. That's fine. But, for some reason, I don't like it all the time. Giant Alligator is fine, though, because who gives a shit about this guy? There's something else up on him. It seems to be glistening. Oh, they're just the boots. God damn it. I saw the little tips of the boots bouncing. I was like, oh, I left something up there. I should go check it out. Alright, there he is. Let's get a good look at Mr. Vile. So here's a childhood memory for you. I was playing Banjo-Kazooie. I played it, as I've often related, all these games of this era, I would play with my childhood friend Elliot. And so I was at his house. It was July, early July. And we were playing Banjo-Kazooie in summer of '98, and we got here, and one of his other friends, because, Mr. Big Shot, he has other friends, he called, and so I was trying to do the Mr. Vile part while he was talking with his friend on his 90s phone. It wasn't a cell phone, it was probably one of those clear landline phones. You see all the parts and the inside, and yeah, he was like, yeah, we're playing Banjo-Kazooie. We're trying to beat this red crocodile guy. And I remember pointedly said, we don't know. He might be a Kremling. It's a little childhood memory for you. Her. I'm Mr. Vile, greediest croc of all. Play my game to win a prize. Oh, press A to accept or beat a chicken out. Game is simple. Eat more red yumblies than me. Ready? 3, a 2, a 1, a go. Oh my god. Remember Yumblies? Remember when Yumblies were all the rage? Remember when kids couldn't stop talking about damn Yumblies? I remember. Then Pokemon came out. This is actually... Mr. Vile doesn't make this easy on you, does he? It's neck and neck. As far as, like, boss AI goes, I know he's not a boss, technically. He's gonna beat me. This bastard's gonna beat me. Is it worth it? Like, I know I can do this. I've actually done this before. I'll be one of the little YouTube commenters who says, like, actually, you can do this easy. You can do this with, while you're decapitated. I like the little... He's like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna bite you as punishment. So I know I can do it. I know I can do it, but I don't need to do it. I can just go back with the running shoes. And the third wave is the hard one where you really need the running shoes. So why would I make my life more difficult? I like that it's one of the few jiggies where it's flagged as, it's not impossible, but you're, I think, supposed to come back and do it later. It's one of the only ones you can't do in chronological order. And I'm fine with that. That's the developer's intent. Therefore, that's what I'm going to do. I can always become the crocodile later. Or alligator. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Alright, we got some Mr. Vile chat in the live stream. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, question for Hyle or anyone else in chat if they can answer. Do the NSO N64 games run at the same resolution as on hard console? Or is the resolution blown up? I don't know. I don't know those things. I'm sorry. And he says, I feel Mr. Vile's possible without the shoes, but the rings... But the RNG screwed up ring. RNG screwed me over so many times that I just do it with the shoes. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I mean, like, it's possible, but I could be here all day, and what's the point? I could just come back after Gobi's Valley, and, yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry. Sorry to all you Mr. Vile purists out there who want to see me punish myself. I feel like they needed, different type of musical cue with the waiting booths. Like, just something more plotting. Like, oh, just my opinion. Yeah, and then how long are you gonna give me for this one, you bastards? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I fucked that up. First you see it, now you don't. The fast one wins. The slow one won't. I thought she was gonna say don't. The slow one don't. That would have been funnier. It's not often I critique Grentilda's rhyming, but... And there we got just 3 errant notes above that cattail. I feel like a lot of players would miss that one. Alright, what I did wrong up there, by the way, was that I got greedy. I tried... Oh, that sucks. I'm not gonna get that honeycomb. Not now. I'm gonna get that Jinjo, though. I got greedy, and I tried to... Like, I think one wild jump is acceptable, but you really do have to take your time. Or you should take your time. You don't have to. You can do it and just by jumping wildly. But it's going to be harder to pull off. I should have gone slow and then made a wild leap at the end. Or done my wild leap, and then when I successfully did that, walk slow for the rest of it. I mean, lesson learned. I feel like I learned my lesson. I can remember doing this to the cattails, thinking maybe if I hit the cattails in a certain order, it would, you know, give me the ice key. I don't, like, I tried everything. Nothing was off the table. That magical summer of '98. Now how, like, rock and roll stars would sing about the summer of '69. For me, it's the summer of '98. But mine wasn't about sex or drugs. It was about trying to get a polygonal ice key and some question mark eggs. Now I'm not the alligator, so I have to do this the long way. But I'm not getting music notes, so I can probably just do it. I also have to admire the swamp textures. Because they could have just made this all green, but the way it's spottled, you've got the film or the dirt or the mud floating on top. Really does break it up as much as you can do in a swamp. I think a swamp is maybe one of the hardest aesthetics to pull off, to make it visually interesting and not just depressing. It's one of the areas I feel like Yooka-Laylee did stumble, and I will defend Yooka-Laylee quite a bit. But yeah, Moody Maze was a slog in a lot of places. All right now. All right now. Let's not get silly. Yeah, that's how you do it. You heard it here first, folks. That's how you do it. Any other way is wrong. Oh, Chris has some answers. N64 on Switch natively outputs at 720p versus the original console's native resolution of 320 by 240. But whenever there's an element like a sprite that can't be redrawn that way, it upscales them. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for the technical info. I don't like technical info. I find it unsexy. And, you know, I always try to keep my streams and all of my content super sexy and sensual. But when you bring in math, when you bring in numbers, no thank you. It's not that sexy, I'm sorry to say. So I thank you that you can be the unsexy one while I can keep it quite sexy. I need to find those crocodile statues. That would probably be the sexiest thing I could do here. I do. Oh man, I'm gonna die if I don't get some sticky honey. If I can get down to that flibbit nest. Hopefully. Ah. Well, no, I didn't want to jump right onto the wading boots again. Okay. You don't have to ride them out to the end. You can put them away. It just feels like a waste, you know? Alright, yeah, give me that sticky honey. Ah! Whoop. Alright. Alright, I got my honey. Hey! It's Tiptup! I almost spoiled the big surprise. Ooh, my feet are so numb and cold. Why are they cold? Like, I would have accepted. Oh, hey, baby. My sea turtle mitts are so sore. Daddy needs a massage. Come rub me down. I would have accepted that, but you are in a humid swamp, my dude. Also, the like invisible force field can push you around just a bit. Yeah, just a bit. All right. But yeah, why are they cold? Like, also, are you an idiot? I'm gonna get that one musical note back there. Are you an idiot because you don't know how to put your sea turtle feet, whatever, back into your shell? Why is that a bear's responsibility? We labeled, oh my god, we labeled characters like this mindless idiots who ask for your help for a good reason. Because, come on. Ah, that's a bit better. Why is that better? I just injured you and made you remember how your own body operates. Stupid Tiptup. Also, it's a bit weird. He is like a sea turtle, right? Ooh. Tiptup's warm at last. Perhaps you'd like this. What a weirdo! I never considered just how idiotic this whole thing is with Tiptup. Alright. Hold on. Livestream says, there is nothing sexier than considering real-time upscaling of sprites, Hyle. It's what the internet wants. And then Gibbon says, excuse me, but the wading boots stay on during sex. And Chris explains, Tanktup's feet are cold because the musical notes are sucking the heat energy out of them and converting it into kinetic energy in order to maintain perpetual motion. Sexy enough for you? Yeah, actually, thank you, Chris. I feel like I can like Tanktop again because that makes complete sense to me. Alright, I might need the stream's help for this. Because this is memorization and oh, am I gonna get all the notes here? Hey, no spoilers. Yeah, I can leave the world now, or I can die in peace. Well done indeed. So, also, where's that hole? Like, Tanktop has a hole in his shell that wasn't visible from the outside, apparently. Here we've got the Tiptup Choir, and that can only mean, drum roll please, Tiptup the turtle. Also, that honeycomb's right above him. And there's a Mumbo token. So let's talk about Tiptup, shall we? We're gonna just sit back, get a drink. We're gonna be talking about Tiptup for a while. So here we go. So Tiptup being in this game was a huge deal. I say was like it isn't today. It's still an enormous occasion. Having Tiptup the turtle, who of course debuted in Diddy Kong Racing, alongside Banjo and Conker, who debuted in Diddy Kong Racing, having Tiptup then appear in Banjo's own game really was that kind of extra push that I needed. Well, I mean, I was already there, but I mean, I'm putting down my controller because we're going to be here for a while. It was that push that I think a lot of people needed to really visualize the concept of this shared rare universe. Donkey Kong Universe, as DK Vine labels it, but I mean, it was awesome. It was awesome having Tiptup the turtle show up. I know he looks completely different. I mean, not completely different. He's still basically a naked turtle, but he looks pretty different than he did in Diddy Kong Racing, and part of that is all of the NPCs in Banjo-Kazooie are just enormous in comparison to Banjo and Kazooie. So, and I believe this is an Ed Bryan design of Tiptup, but it's still pretty cool. I don't know the actual origins behind this. I've never been clear on that, and I've never heard a satisfactory answer. If there was a turtle in Banjo-Kazooie that they then named Tiptup and just said it was the same turtle, or if the plan was to always put Tiptup somewhere in Banjo-Kazooie. They saw an opening. I think there was a turtle. They named it Tiptup to help further the connections that Diddy Kong Racing got going. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty cool, and of course it really set a lot of expectations unnecessarily high that other Diddy Kong Racing characters would be showing up throughout Rare's other output. I mean, like, we thought Pipsy would be showing up somewhere. We thought somebody would be showing up in Donkey Kong 64. I remember having these debates. Which Diddy Kong Racing character do you think will show up in Donkey Kong 64? Of course, Conker. I really think Bumper would be the good supporting character in Conker. Maybe as a getaway driver or something, just given his dubious history post Diddy Kong Racing. But yeah, Tiptup kind of made a name for himself as a Banjo-Kazooie, not even a supporting character, but just this like D-list side character that you occasionally run into. Would appear in Banjo-Tooie again, would appear in a cameo in Banjo Pilot, much to our chagrin, because we all felt Tiptup should be playable in Banjo Pilot. Tiptup would be playable again in Diddy Kong Racing DS, the game Banjo sat out. Yeah, I know you're shrugging at me, Tiptup, but I'm talking about your history here, and I get really passionate about you, alright? Damn it! And of course, there is Banjo-Kazooie Grunty's Revenge, where Tiptup did not appear, but we see the Tiptup Suite, the lovely little seaside lodging in 1978 Spiller Harbor that is covered in all sorts of anonymous stains that has led me, I was going to say us, like I was going to implicate others in this, but it led me to extrapolate the idea that the Tiptup Suite is where Tiptup was conceived. And we actually visited right after all of the vigorous turtle intercourse his parents engaged in. And he was in fact named after the Tiptup Suite, just like Ron Howard and his wife named their children after the places where they were conceived. So, all that being said, Tiptup has an amazing history in the DKU. I do find his presence here a curiosity. Like, I think there was just probably a turtle that they gave the name Tiptup late in development, but don't quote me on that because that might not be true or accurate. It just seems the most plausible because what does acquire have to do with the character established in Diddy Kong Racing? Not a whole hell of a lot. And I remember in 98 having these debates that, well, after WizPig trashed Timbers Island, we know, like, you know, Pipsy was evicted from her home. Tiptup is described as being a Timbers Island native in Diddy Kong Racing. So the explanation, which really helped buoy a lot of DK Vine's fan and understanding of how things worked, was that after WizPig's hostile takeover of Timbers Island, even when peace was restored, it did lead to a mass exodus from Timbers Island. Not a complete and total exodus, but several characters would end up immigrating to other places in the Rare Archipelago, and that's why in Donkey Kong 64 you have a lot more cartoony anthropomorphic animals that aren't Kongs, Kremlins, or bears. It's because a lot of them left to come to Donkey Kong Island. Tiptup left to come to Bubblegloop Swamp, accessed via a portal in Spiral Mountain, or Grunty's lair overlooking Spiral Mountain. And apparently, he decided to become a choir leader. He had the training for that, and so there was an opening. That's why he moved to Bubblegloop Swamp, and here we are. And presumably around this time, he meets a mate and starts having vigorous turtle intercourse of his own, the fruits of which we later come to understand in Banjo-Tooie when we help him hatch his 20th child. And I know that it just makes it sound like Tiptup is some sort of, you know, Lothario who just, you know, impregnates turtles all about, but I think the implication is that the turtle, his mate, laid a bunch of eggs, and so maybe you know, not all, just he didn't have sex 20 different times with and have a bunch of children. It all happened in large chunks. Anyway, that's Tiptup for you. Thank you for engaging and indulging in this little bit of Tiptup trivia. Quiet please, the famous Tiptup Choir will now perform my latest work. Oh, I have to pay attention. Red, yellow, dark blue. Red, yellow, dark blue. Bit short, isn't it? Shell boy. We'll see. Copy what you just heard for lesson 1. Alright, I will in a second, Tiptup. Also, hi. No. Okay, fine. Red, yellow, dark blue, right? Yeah. Also, like, no. Hello, Banjo. Nice to see you again. Wow, that sure was crazy 6 months ago when we helped defeat that extraterrestrial pig. Seems cruel. Seems callous. Not too bad. Try lesson 2. Yellow, light blue, yellow, light blue, purple. Alright, so yellow, light blue, yellow, light blue, pink? Maybe I said purple, but it's pink. Ah, splendid. You just need one more lesson. Really? Okay, pink, light blue, purple, yellow, light blue. I already forgot. Purple, red, shit bags. Pink. I forgot, damn it. I knew you need to see this one again. Yeah, fuck you. Pink, light blue, purple, yellow, light blue, purple, red. Damn it! I'm not gonna... This is too much. This is too much. Somebody write it down for me in the chat. So was it light blue or was it yellow? Damn it! Okay, okay. Pink, light blue, purple, yellow, light blue, purple, red. Alright, so it was pink, light blue, what was it? Was it yellow? God damn it! One more time. One more time. It's talking to Tiptup. What are you? Don't be upset. It's just another chance to talk to Tiptup. All right. Pink, light blue. Okay. Purple, yellow, light blue, purple, red. So okay. I'm gonna get this one of these times. Pink, light blue, yellow, oh. Okay. Well, that was a disaster. Also, why are you injuring me when I get it wrong, Tiptup? Pink, light blue, purple, yellow, light blue, purple, red. Pink, light blue. Is it purple? All right. Yeah, thanks for injuring your old pal Banjo. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. Yeah. God, Tiptup. When did you become so lame? Tiptup, it's me. It's Banjo. Tiptup, it's me. Yeah, remember? Future Funland? We went to space together. I don't know why I thought maybe we could read his sheet music there. I think Tiptup has to keep things kind of professional in front of his choir. If we saw Tiptup off the clock, I'm sure he would just go on and go on about all the great times on Timbers Island. But he's got to be a musician first and foremost at this lot. Look at that lighting though. That's some top-notch N64 lighting. I mean, it's no Donkey Kong 64 hallway with the swinging lanterns. But without the expansion pack, that's pretty solid right there. It's also making me slightly nauseous just staring into it, getting a little seasick. All right, bye Tiptup. Have fun fucking. Can't believe he like wired those turtles to hurt me when I stomped on the wrong one. What the hell, dude? That's how you treat your old war buddy? Oh, not cool, dude. What the actual hell? Of course, one of the honeycomb pieces just falls in the piranha water, so... Alright. Where are we at? Where are we at? Alright, well, one of those, I think, is a Jinjo. The other is the Crocodile. And, of course, Mr. Vile, which I already said I wasn't planning on doing. So, sure, whatever. Oh, there's a... forgot there's a honeycomb hive over there, so... I can think of the word for a second. That's my ukulele character. Damn it, I always... Alright. There we go. Now it's appearing over in the treetop town. Okay. Alright, I know what to do. In that I need to go over to the treetop town. Damn it! Damn it! Damn the swamp water! Didn't go up far enough. Also, I don't think there's any relation between Tank-Tup and Tiptup. I didn't address that either. Like, especially because one is a sea turtle, but I think it just... Turtle naming conventions in the Rare Archipelago. Tup is a common... Not even surname, just an adjoining... an adjoining word that you put on names when you're a turtle, which suggests to me that the Tiptup suite might actually have been named after another turtle, if we're going with that explanation, which we are, because why wouldn't we? It's perfect. Alright. There we go. Down by the maze and Mumbo's hut. I would like to see more turtles in the DKU. I'm trying to think. We've seen very few. There were those turtles that you had to spin on the slippas in the Donkey Kong 64 minigame. Of course, you know, Retros games would introduce the turtles as part of like the Snowmad forces, but the ones from Lost Mangroves. But I mean, just regular turtle characters. It's weird how quickly I get turned around here. It's not that big of a world. This isn't Banjo-Tooie, this isn't Ukulele. These worlds aren't that big, but it's very easy just to get confused here. I think it's because there's no big central landmark like there is, you know, Clanker's Cavern obviously has the big touchstone being Clanker himself. Treasure Trove Cove sort of has a lot of, like, obvious landmarks. There's the Salty Hippo down on the shore, and then there's the lighthouse up above. Freezy Peak, you have the snowman. But yeah, here it's just you've got certain characters like Tiptup and Giant Alligator, but in fact I need to get over there, right? Yes, it's behind Giant Alligator. Yeah, I think part of Bubblegloop Swamp, and maybe the reason few people don't like it out there is because you don't have that easy to determine vantage point to kind of ground you. Also, what I don't like about Moody Maze March and Ukulele. Oh, okay, so that just... I think I want to say I know where that is. Already been up these cattails. I figured the last location would be a wee bit tricky. I think that's the last location. But I seem to recall, was that where I just jumped over and I even like thought, well, there's nothing over here. What's the point of this? Just have to get back there now. I like the floating driftwood that's covered in moss. It's the great thing about Rare's games. All of them. But especially true in the N64 era when you didn't have that level of detail in games usually, is that everything feels so lived in and worn. I'm just going back to the start. That's not right. Damn it. But yeah, just the simple act of having very, very heavy moss on floating driftwood in Bubblegloop Swamp goes a long way towards your brain perceiving what's happening as real, and you don't notice it's, you know, an early polygon-based 3D platformer. You just totally buy into the world. Damn it. I know, I've gotten I've gotten off that Crocodile because I'm also realizing I'm down a Jinjo. What is the color Jinjo that I still need? Oh, it doesn't tell me. That's Ukulele with the Ghost Riders. Doesn't give me... Oh, there we go. It's not on the total screen, it's just on the pause menu. It's green. It's green. Of course it's green. The color that will be hardest to find. Hello to Dre in the live stream. Dre says hashtag save golden bubble gloop. Yeah, could you imagine if there was a new Banjo-Kazooie game and it was like a live game model like Sea of Thieves, and they were like, we are going to destroy a beloved location from your childhood, or you can save it. And then you would have all these nihilists who want to watch the world burn. Be trying to destroy Bubblegloop Swamp or Mumbo's Mountain or something like that. That seems frightening to me. But at least with Golden Sands Outpost and Sea of Thieves, it's been around for a few years, but within the context of a living, ever-changing game, so that level of attachment isn't the same in a precious spot from our childhood. Is it over here? Yes. Yes, it is. Exactly where I thought it would be. I don't mean to brag, but I know things. And I got a Jiggy for it. Now I have to find a green Jinjo. Dre says, that'd be an interesting proposition for a modern platformer. Yeah, you know, like, I wonder if there was a way to marry the concepts of a 3D platformer with a living game. Even if it's just like the game world changes in real time according to seasons and events, and you could have special events. And I mean, it's probably been done before. I'm just a sheltered ass man-child who only plays DKU games, but alright, green Jinjo time. Where is the green Jinjo? Why am I getting feathers? I have all the feathers I can get at the moment. I just see something in the water and I want to grab it. Chris says, I think some of Fortnite's modes contain similar ideas. Yeah, but I'm talking about like a single-player platformer, right? Like nothing multiplayer, but just something that is updated every month or something. Like the game world is reflecting as real time as you can make it. I don't know. That's probably not a sustainable model. But it would be interesting to like put those stakes in Sea of Thieves at the moment with Golden Sands Outpost. Put them into something that you have way more nostalgia for than one of the many outposts in Sea of Thieves. And I realize I say that, and my friends Jeff and Dre, you know, their whole blog is based on the name of Golden Sands, but of course, it all comes down to one thing. I figured it'd be a honeycomb. I didn't think I'd be prowling about for a Jinjo. Is it up in the maze? Did I just completely blow past it? The maze seems like a likely spot for a Jinjo. Wouldn't you agree? Chris says, once upon a time, I pitched such a thing. Interesting. Dre says, have you looked up for the thing waving at you and screaming help? Dre! I actually have the music turned down right now. On my end, so I actually can't hear the Jinjo, which is probably impeding. So, you know, you at home may be hearing the Jinjo scream at me right now. I cannot hear that. Oh, it's right there. I just didn't go far enough up this one corner. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Chris has explained the core concept was, it was like Mario Maker, except you didn't have to make anything yourself. It would auto-generate your own unique 3D platformer level based on other games you played, achievements you found, cosmetics you prefer, and so on. Oh, that's cool. That does sound like a cool idea. So mine would be the most DKU game of all DKU games, because it would only be reflected by my very nature being a DKU absolutist. Chris, you shouldn't give the ideas you've had away. Somebody might steal them and make it themselves. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up to the maze. There's a giant alligator. I'm going to go back up to the maze. That's tanked up, that's not a giant alligator. And I'm going to turn into the crocodile, and we are going to pay Cheeto a visit. Also want to, open up the next world. So, gotta go through this maze one more time. Last time. For now, I'll have to come back, do the whole Mr. Vile thing post Gobi's Valley. This was the most stressful thing I did as a kid, was this maze right here, at the time. It felt like there was, like, lethal consequences. It's not really a maze if, you know, there's no dead ends. That would be truly devious. Also, I like how the flat textures are really sold because you can see the top and the individual trees that make up the maze. It's clever. It's clever, all the little workarounds they'd come up with to make the graphics read a lot better than a lot of N64 games would. Nope. I just punched my way off that thing. Also, like, I always think, like, these transformations, they don't really change Banjo's shorts and his backpack, but there's just one big hole for the tail coming out of those shorts now. I mean, maybe the other leg hole is like folded up underneath or something, or it's like inside, like folded up inside the other leg hole, so it just looks like there's one big tube hole for the alligator tail, but a crocodile. I forget what he is. Crocodile. He's a crocodile, right? I've been saying alligator, but it's crocodile Banjo, right? Or is it alligator Banjo? What does the first 4 figure statue say? I don't know. I don't know. I know things, but apparently not that. I'm just so wired to talk about crocodiles because of the Kremlings that whenever we bring fucking alligators into the mix, I get turned around. I get confused. And honestly, this looks more like a alligator than it does a crocodile. Crocodiles have the like longer snouts. I had to opt out of that first 4 figures statue. I really wanted it, but I've got too much. I've just got too much, and it was just one too many. Got too much stuff. It's very easy to forget you can leave the worlds. Wow! Your best note score for this world is now 100. It's very easy to forget you can just leave the worlds as the animal transformation. Which is a devious way for them to hide some good stuff. And there's the Freezy Peak. This is so weird to see. Crocodile. Oh, I'm gonna have to... Oh, that sucks. Oh, I forgot to do that. Alright, so this is a multi-step process, isn't it? Well, let's go ahead and unlock Freezy Peak. Oh my god, look at that Sir Slush cave art. I love it. I love that Sir Slush cave art. Won't let me go into first-person view here. There's the waiting booths if I have to go back as Banjo, and I will. Tootie's fate is looking grim. It's because her brother's dim. Not Gruntilda's best rhymes. Actually, it's wild. Most of Gruntilda's rhymes suck. It's weird experiencing that and just realizing how painful most of Gruntilda's rhymes are. I think we've built them up in our heads a little bit more in the years since. All right, last one. Yes, I like to do it one at a time. I don't just push them all through. Is that a beta Mumbo skull in the Freezy Peak portrait? Yeah, that's the beta Mumbo skull. I never noticed that. They don't have the final one. That is very early. That's the one like you would see in the early trailers. And cool. I never realized that. All right, so I'm gonna have to break that ice. So. How do I... Is there a way to de-transform? Without... I know there is in ukulele, but I forget. Because I've never actually done it here. Because then I'm going to have to go all the way back. Alright. Let me scope out. It is funny how ukulele made me, like, retroactively assume some things were possible in this game. Because I'm so used to it in ukulele, because they were obvious fixes. I'm gonna get that golden feather. Alright, now I can go back with the wading boots. Now then get bum rushed by Gruntling. This means I'm gonna have to go back into Bubblegloop. I didn't think this through. I haven't done that. I haven't talked to Cheeto in so many years. I mean, this spot for Cheeto in this location. Where are wading boots? Surely they must have provided wading boots here somewhere. Probably in one of these nooks. Ah! Jesus Christ. My Faddle sister's favorite sport is belly barging. Although she's dim, she attended Fat Hack High. I've seen these. You won't believe that Gruntilda's party trick is performing a scary striptease. That's right. I like how, like, from Gruntilda's perspective, it is a scary striptease. Like, it's not just her attempting a striptease. It's a scary striptease. So, what is involved there besides her own foulness? Like, does she poop in your mouth? Like, what's going on there? Oh my god, I'm gonna get the ice key. It's in here. I was hoping there's gonna be dialogue. Oh, it seems a bit small. If only you lost some weight, Kazooie. Hey, fuck you, Banjo. That's Kazooie's voice. I could do a better Kazooie voice that doesn't just sound like Diet Marge Simpson, but I would probably throw out my voice right now. And I've got to save it because Not E3 is coming up. So while I go back into Bubblegloop Swamp, become the alligator slash crocodile slash Kremlin Banjo again. I can talk to you about Not E3 2022. No, first I'm gonna get bit by a piranha. It's fine. So, as of the time and day of this stream, Nintendo still has not announced a Nintendo Direct for next week, which would, of course, be when E3 would traditionally be held. We know Sunday is the Xbox Bethesda presentation, as usual. Everything's back now. It's really thrown off my game. So, DK Vine's doing our Not E3 coverage. And everything involved. Oh, the Flibbits are back. Everything's back. This place is scary again. So Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, that is 2 a.m. BST, we will be kicking off our Not E3 2022 coverage with a special live conversation broadcast on this very Twitch channel. It'll then immediately go up on all the podcast networks and YouTube and SoundCloud. Throughout the next week, we will be having special events all week long, live conversations for any news that breaks. But if Nintendo doesn't come to play, we will still make the most out of what Xbox announces, and we will have different presentations of our own, like a conversation on our ideal fantasy E3. We'll also be debating the DKU merits of a game that so far has not been classified as DKU, but we will be relitigating it on a special conversation episode. We'll also be streaming various times over the week. Nothing announced yet, but stay tuned to all of the usual channels. Twitter, Facebook, if you're a patron, so shoot you a message that way. Oh, come on. Oh, I did it again. Alright, now let's go talk to Cheeto for real. So yeah, there's a big week coming up for DK buying content. We will not be having our normal stream times next week, but stay tuned. I will announce when we are streaming. Like, even Sunday's Stream of Thieves may be different because of the Xbox Bethesda. We might do what we did last year and potentially hop on Sea of Thieves afterwards. I haven't figured that out yet. We'll be doing a conversation that night regardless of what is announced. I help myself some more gold feathers while I can get them. Oh, I already have 10. So yeah, I realize people aren't excited about E3 because there is no E3 this year, but we're gonna have some fun. Alright, let's do this for real this time. I love the little water effects plopping up from crocodile / alligator Banjo in the water. Legs kicking those little droplets up. It's so good. And Tootie is a big old lump. I've just the frock to hide a rump. Ah. Ooh, it's snug in here. Camera, catch up. Okay, thank you. Oh my god, who could it be? Cheeto the spellbook you have found. Magic cheats I have for you. Hey, book brain. What did you say? You better not give my spells away. Which lost book? Finders bear and bird are. Spell they get. Sure do, bag lady. Come on, book boy. Give us the spells. Only one spell Cheeto can tell. Why? Enter the code blue eggs on Sandcastle floor in Treasure Trove Cove world. Help you, it will. Thanks, Mr. Cheeto. Hidden layer other spell books are. Them you should find. So that bit of dialogue seems to imply that there's not just one singular Cheeto, that there are many Cheetos. But I don't think that's the actual intention. I think it's just a bit of sloppy writing. Cheeto doesn't hurt you, but you get bounced back whenever you try to run into him. It's also funny to me that the first time Banjo meets Cheeto, he's in this form. That's strangely satisfying. I could weirdly do this all day long. I won't, though. I won't waste your time. I won't waste my time. I have a busy week ahead of me. Even if Nintendo doesn't announce a Nintendo Direct, it's fine. It's fine. You know what? Good on Xbox, though. Good on Xbox for keeping the tradition alive. They know what we want, and they're gonna give it to us. And they announced it like a month beforehand. Maybe more than a month. I don't even forget when they announced it, but I saw the little notification when I got on my Xbox. It says Xbox Bethesda, June 12th. I was like, hell yes. Thank you. I can start making E3 plans now. I love those Sir Slushes on the wall. I wish I had Sir Slushes on my walls. Alright. I guess I should go to Treasure Trove Cove really quick. I guess I should input the Cheeto code. In lieu of getting the Jiggy from the Witch Switch, which I'll get later on. Ha! Got him finally. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a DK Vine done slow next week. I would say it all depends on what is and isn't announced. I like how the Gruntling is... Oh, the Gruntling went right through Banjo! That was awesome! And I still ended up, you know, getting hit by him, but that was my fault. You know, if next week is a busy news week for DK Vine, then no, there's no DK Vine done slow. If it's a medium-sized news week, I would say probably no. There's still probably not going to be a normal DK Vine done slow, at least at the normal time. If absolutely nothing is happening, then yeah, maybe I'll do DK Vine done slow at the normal time. I haven't decided yet. Sorry. Yeah, if Nintendo is planning anything, I hate that they're gonna probably give us, at the very most, 48 hours notice. I mean, just do a Tuesday Direct, unless they actually have nothing to show. They're not ready to show anything, and they're using the lack of E3 as an opportunity. Oh, I have to go to talk to Leaky. Oh man, not that I'm disappointed. That was the harshest I've ever come across towards poor Leaky. Like, oh, I have to talk. I have to go do the Leaky thing. Oh man. Oh, Leaky sucks. No, I love Leaky. It just I forgot about that step. You think it's just gonna be permanently drained, you know? But I guess this really isn't a permanent fix for poor Leaky. Not even a temporary fix if I can't get this in. Hey, you would think we would just give him a patch or something. I mean, go defeat a giant spider and get a patch and fix him. It's been so long since I put in a code in the sandcastle. Do I have to put in Banjo-Kazooie first, or do I just go straight to blue eggs? Well, let me get rid of this errant snippet. Where is the U? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I'm right on it. That's why I can't see it. G. Nice. 200 eggs are now yours. Now 200 is maximum too. That lousy cheat for extra eggs won't help bear and chicken legs. I'm gonna agree with Tui. Gruntilda should not rhyme. I think she's a funnier character when you don't arbitrarily force that tick on her. Controversial take, because most Banjo-Kazooie fans are like, oh no, Gruntilda always needs to rhyme. I hated that Tui removed that. They just got lazy. I think you can have more nuance and humor with her as a character when she doesn't just have to filter everything through lame-ass rhymes. And honestly, let me be perfectly honest and harsh. I've seen the Riddle Quest in Sea of Thieves. I don't think anybody at Rare is much better at rhyming in 2022 than they were in 1998. So, when Gruntilda ever returns, just have her not rhyme. All right. Let me head back to the weird pseudo starting point here, which has become my de facto ending point. All right. Thank you everyone for watching the stream today. Thank you to everyone who turned out in the live stream. Chris, Dre, Kokoru Gensu, I'm sorry I'm botching your name. Cartoon Gamer was there. Sorry if I'm missing anyone. Thank you for playing slowly, says Dre. Thank you for watching slowly. That should be my catchphrase. Thanks for watching slowly, everyone. All right, this Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, 2 a.m. Saturday morning. For you Brits, it is the start of DK Vine's Not E3 2022 coverage. What news will there be? Well, we may declare a new old game is DKU. So at the very least, you can count on that, unless we decide it's not DKU, and then all your hopes and expectations are dashed. But we are going to have the most fun that we possibly can this coming week, and that includes things like my annual E3 bear hike. Yes, I'm doing my bear hike. If I see a bear, that means good things. Sunday, we have got the Xbox Bethesda presentation with a live conversation following that, where we dissect it. Whether or not Nintendo comes to play, you know what? Screw them. We're going to have fun no matter what. That's right. A lot of fun things coming up in the week ahead. So make sure you are subscribed to the DK Vine Twitch channel. Make sure you get your notifications going. So no matter where you are, you can be notified that, hey, DK Vine is live and we're about to have some fun and merriment. I should probably do a state save before I create spend point. I'll create it right there. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you at Not E3. See you in the LA Convention Center of the Mind.